Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. Your son agreed to do that weight change, did he not?
Yes, he wouldn't listen to me. He wouldn't listen to me. And so I had to go behind the scenes in silence and help them make the right decision. And the right decision was made the day before the fight was to take place.
And those are the words of Chris Eubank Sr. as he explains in his own words that he had to go behind the scenes in silence and help them make the right decision. And the right decision was made the day before the fight was to take place. You know, we're going to get back to that, but I first have to break down, okay, what else Chris Eubank Jr. Sr. said concerning this fight, because he had a lot of things to say, and this is what he said, quote, he said that to take a man down to 3 pounds beneath the middleweight limit, to have him boiled down to 157 pounds, is literally attempted murder. And they wanted me to be an accomplice to it. They were asking me to take money to come on the zone and be a part of it. They asked me to be in my son's corner. They were trying to pay me to be in my son's corner. They wanted me to be an accomplice to my son's murder. Wow. You know, I look at that. I'm not a professional boxer, so I never had to make weight to that degree. So, and based on what Chris is saying, you know, it does seem rather trivial, you know, and I just find it hard to believe that Chris Eubank Sr. wasn't talking about the drugs. I think what he's doing is he's not bringing that to the forefront, but in his own way, he's claiming the reason for stopping this fight. He's stopping the fight because he knew about that drug test. And that was one thing that everyone knew that could blow the whistle on this whole fight if he came public with what he knew about those or this adverse finding. Okay? So I think that was the case. I feel that Chris Eubank used his resources to get something that he wasn't comfortable with to be done. And that's exactly what he did. Chris Eubank Sr. pulled rank. And I believe, based on what he said, you know, the day of the fight didn't happen. I made that happen. So he's claiming a responsibility for this fight not happening. So Dr. Usman didn't say who it was. He didn't say it was Chris. However, you know, if he didn't say who it was, you could always assume that it is based on what Chris said, right? I mean, let's face it. Chris Eubank Sr. has been against this fight the whole time. Okay? So you can make that of what you will. But him now claiming, breaking silence, that, hey, I did what I needed to do. Okay? I went behind the scenes in silence. That means he said something, people, that other people did not know outside of that circle between Team Connor and Team Eubank. So they knew about it. So he knew, you know what? I'm going to get this damn fight shut down. I don't like it. I don't like the rematch clause and whatever this shit is, this female fertility shit. I'm going to come forth with it, and I'm going to let everyone know. So there you go. I think Chris Eubank Sr. purposely did that to get what he desired to be the right thing to do. And the right decision was not to allow this fight to go through. Bars. See, at the end of the day, you have to take into account of the history of what happened recently with Chris Eubank Sr. Okay? See, in his mind, better safe than sorry. He may be overlooking, and a lot of people may think, man, he's really exaggerating. Attempted murder? Come on. But then you don't know. You really don't know. I would say anything on attempted murder would be, or have a title to attach to it, wouldn't be weight drain. It would be something that you're injected in your body in performing or attempting to perform combat sports. That's what I would call attempted murder, rather than, oh man, you got to drop down 3 pounds. And then you're 33. Oh, good Lord in heaven, you're so old. You know what I mean? So I think this is Chris's way. When I mean Chris's, I mean Chris Eubank Sr.'s way of blowing the whistle on this whole thing, claiming responsibility, going behind the scenes in silence to help them make the right decision, and the right decision was made. What makes you think, or what do you think the right decision was? Help them make the right decision? How did he make them make the right decision? Counterpunch. You guys tell me what you think of Chris Eubank Sr. claiming responsibility for this shutdown of this fight. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunched.